Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, finally, we're going to be taking a look at artifacts. Let's destroy some sound. I'm super excited about this one. I hope you are too. It's cool, it's cheap, and it's awesome. Let's get to it. Hello, welcome to the show. My name is Jade. This is How to App on iOS. Halfway through the week here in Australia, it's Hump Day Wednesday, and I'm excited because this app's finally here. Yeah. I hope you're all doing good. Welcome to any Ward Warriors who are watching on the replay here in the chat, hiding out, whatever you're doing. You can become a Ward Warrior by clicking the join button down below. We've got over 90 members, which is sensational. I love you all. Thank you all for being members. And I do promise, we are coming up with a quiz very soon. It's just been tough because Russ is traveling. He's overseas in America at the moment. Brad's been out at his campsite a lot. So they're my two people who I'm going to have co-host with me. So it's been a thing, yeah? And we got some pretty crazy things coming up over the next month or two. Let me tell you that. Let's say hello to folks who are here live in the chat, and then we'll get to quickly do some news and then jump into this app. Yeah? Hello, Gregory O'Sullivan. Hello, Thomas Christ, Jim Shannon. We've also got Rise of Dark Leela. There's Hero, Mars Capone. Good to see you, my friend. All right, if you're lurking, I see there's people lurking. Lurk. We love our lurkers. Boom. All right, some stuff I need to cover. So, yeah, we have some exciting stuff coming up over the next month or two because Songtember is just around the corner. Pete's already got a show up over on Studio Live today, ready to go. And I can tell you now, on launch day, Pete's doing a show, and after Pete's show, we're going to have a special show here as well where me and Pete are going to hang out with you, and we're going to run through the history of Songtember. We're going to pick a whole bunch of cool songs that people have made throughout Songtember, and we're going to do a little bit of a trek back and see some of the cool songs that people have made to get you all hyped up for Songtember. I'm ready for Songtember. I've already got an idea, got a plan, ready to go, and some other good news. So if you didn't know, Russ has a project happening. See if I can find it. I should do an ad for it since I'm talking about it, where he's collating music to create 3 albums over 3 years. I think it's 3 years, and all the money goes to kids with cancer. And he's been putting it out there for people to send in their tracks so he can put together this these albums, and the music's going to be played across the hospitals and stuff where it's played. All the money's going to go to the kids with cancer. Let's bring this up here. It's a 6-minute video. Maybe we'll open with it tomorrow. Should I do that? So basically, here, let me just play a bit of it, and give me a second. There we go.
Hello everyone, I just want to give a little update on this community charity album for children with cancer. I want to thank all of those who have already sent in submissions. They sound great and totally suitable for the album. I want to say that all the submissions need to be in by September the 1st, where possible, please. Can you please leave me a comment saying that yes, I am working on a track, yes, it's in hand, or I will be doing a track, because this allows me to give some kind of judgment, because I need 60 tracks for the 4 albums.
4 albums?
I might have to reach outside this community to get all the tracks. I'm sure there's enough of us in this community that will provide music, but I am trying to seek some artists that are outside of the community as well.
All right, so you get the idea. Maybe Thomas would help me out and post a link to this video if he could. I know I'm asking a lot, Thomas. I always ask way too much of you, but I know you are quick on the finger because you're a genius. We love Thomas Christ. But yeah, I actually got my song finished yesterday. Now I just got to do the vocals, so I'm excited. Russ, if you're listening, I've got my song done. And it's under 5 minutes. Exciting stuff. I spent most of yesterday working on that track. So it's going to be for a really, really, really helpful cause. Yeah. All the money going to kids with cancer. So if you want to get involved in it, get involved in it. It is good stuff. Hello, FPC. Good to see you. Is that Russ's video? There you go. Thank you very much. You rock, Thomas. You are a genius. All right, let's quickly dive in and do some news. Bring up the right pages here. Boom, over at the Beat Community. We look at the Beat Community every day because they give us lots of updates on things that you may miss. Flip Sampler was updated, which is really cool from Beat Street. 4 Pockets has a multi-track recorder and MIDI strummer on sale. What's this? Beast Delay, free with paid purchases. Well, let's click on this, shall we? So this is what happens with the Beat Community. You get these lovely notices. View the deals. All right. What? This is in the wrong section. Is this for iOS? I don't think it's for iOS. Maybe I'm on the wrong page. Boom. So we've got also there's a free chorus that just dropped as well called 3D Chorus. So go and grab that. There it is, 3D Chorus. It's free. You can't go wrong with free, can you? So this is the beatcommunity.com, worth having in your browser saved. Check every day, see what kind of updates are happening. Price drops. I'm going to quickly jump over here because here, Piano Tech, Modart have a sale on until August 15. And I know it's still expensive. So Piano Tech is on sale. If you are looking at upgrading, maybe you have the stage version of Piano Tech, and like I do, and looking at upgrading, there's 20% off. Unfortunately, that still looks like it's $140 for me. I don't think I'm going to upgrade, but 20% off until August 15 for Piano Tech Standard or upgrade to Piano Tech Standard. What else we got? Yes. There you go. All the instrument packs are 20% off as well. If you're thinking about just buying a separate instrument. Hello, Audible. Thanks, my friend. Good to see you. We've missed you. Hello, Andy. I thought you'd be, you know what? It's funny, Audie. I just was like, I haven't seen him for a while, but I'll bet he comes back for this one because this app is wicked. All right, price drops. We've got MIDI strummer, multi-track recorder from 4 Pockets. They're a few dollars off. Maze Rider's down to 99 cents. Bass Leveler is 99 cents. All the Bleace apps, well, not all of them, but a bunch of them are on sale. So that's fancy. Rainbow Delays, 99 cents. Mila 4's got $14.99. So still some really good price drops happening. But today we are taking a look at Artifacts by Kai Aras, yes, for $6.99. And when I saw this thing pop up in my feed, I went, things that destroy sound. Things that destroy, yes, I want to ruin sound. And couldn't have come at a better time for Songtember being around the corner and the project I'm looking at doing for Songtember. So what is it? It's a noise generator. It's an effect unit. It's an instrument. It's lots of things. And it's only $6.99. All right. Before we jump in, have a quick look at it. I'll let you know that today I had a premiere on the channel. Another episode of the Daily Digest. You might want to go and check it out. Boom. Here it is. Why is it so large? And in the video, I show you how to extract MIDI data from Logic Pro and GarageBand. Have you ever wanted to do that? Have you ever thought, wow, I really like these loops, these MIDI loops that GarageBand and Logic have given me, but I'd like to use them in Cubasis. Well, now you can. Yeah. So I made this cool video. I want to thank again Ed Zielinski, who inspired me to do this, because he did a video on KQ Voices plugins, and out of that, it gave me an idea to do something else. And yeah, that's where ideas come from. Yeah. All right, we're going to jump over here to AUM, and you can see I have a project ready to go with artifacts. And it's an interesting one. Shall I shut up and have a play, and then we'll get in and have a look at how this thing works? Boom. Yeah, Ed is crushing it at the moment. Ed is killing it. If you're not, go and watch the video I dropped today. There's a link to Ed's channel. I really promoted Ed big time. He's popping out some good videos at the moment. Really handy stuff. Go do it. Ed Zielinski. All right, let's mute myself. We'll play this. Let's see what happens. Man, this thing is lovely. All right, let's shut this down. We'll clear this out. I'm sure I've saved it. We're all good. And let's take a look at exactly what this thing is, because it's a multitude of things. It's really, really, really cool. So I'm going to open up an audio track first. Now, the interesting thing is you would normally open up an app like this up here. So you would load it as an instrument, but this ain't like that. This is an effect. You would load this up as an effect. So let's look for artifacts. There it is. And if you try and load it up as an instrument, no go. It's not there. So you can only load it as an effect. But it is an instrument as well. It can be used as an instrument. It's a very interesting tool, this one. And Kai Aras makes really, really solid, interesting apps. Let's have a look at this interface here. So across the top, we have our little browse button, which you can see is some presets. Of course, we've got some presets. Now, these were made in a combination of Kai and Jakob Hack have worked on these. And you'll see here, we've got an init patch. So if you don't know what an init patch is, it's like an initial patch. It's a basic clean patch. So you'll see this in most synths, yeah? So you've got your initial patch, and then we have effects processors. So you can tell they're effects processors because they have a little effects logo down the side. If we keep scrolling, we'll get down to these. These are effects generators. Okay, so these actually create sound, and they have a little sound wave as their icon. And we'll get into this further. So those are your two sets of presets that you have. To get out of the preset library, close. You can import presets from your Files app. You can edit presets, so you can select, deselect, and export presets. So you could select one, like so, and hit export, and send that somewhere else, send that to somebody else. You can delete presets. Really easy to use. Simple, very simple preset section here. You can bounce left and right between presets with these arrows. Yeah, so you've got these little arrows there that allow you that. We'll go back to the init patch. Boom. We have a, see, I'm going to talk about this. So you've got a write section here, so you can write two presets. Hello, Matthew Fetcher, good to see you. And we also in here, if we click CC, so notice when I click this, see the dials, how they all have a little line on them? When I hit CC, they all disappear. This means we're in CC mode, yeah? So what I can do is I can attach this to a MIDI keyboard. Make sure my keyboard's on. So all I need to do is touch any one of these. So if I want to click this color button and then turn the knob on my keyboard, I hit learn, right? So we hit learn, turn the knob. Why is it not working? Oh, I've got to connect my keyboard. That would be clever, wouldn't it, dickhead? So we hit learn and maybe not. Did I do the right way? Where are we? I did. Yes. I don't know why that's not working. Oh. There we go. Learn. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This worked earlier. Oh no, it has done it. So there we go. So you can do that in here. You can set your controllers up, or you can actually do it in AUM. Yeah, you've got the ability to do that here in AUM as well. All right, and here's the little fancy thing that you might want to turn on if you get a little bit lost. And did I just get an email from Matt? Hang on a minute. I'm not going to say anything, Matt. Trust me. I just want to have a look. Did I? I thought I saw something here. Maybe I'm dreaming. I thought I just saw something come up. Anyway, I don't know what's happening. I've lost the plot. Get back to what's going on. All right, so here we have this little question mark up in the top corner. And when you click this, it means anytime you click on something, you'll get an explanation for it. So if you get a little bit lost, yeah, you've got the happy little question mark in the top corner. So let's keep it on and run through these things. So we'll now this is all set into a bunch of sections. We've got our input section. We've got our output section. Yeah. So at the beginning of the chain, end of the chain is output. And then we have here our noise section. And these three buttons here are our drive section. These three buttons here are our digital section. And the last section is for tape. All right. So these are the sections we're going to go through. If I click on these knobs individually, we've got a low cut. So this sets the low cut frequency for the input. It's a high pass filter. We have a peak here. So this sets the overall input level. And down here we have a high cut. So a sets the cutoff frequency and a low pass. So that's what's coming in. So you've got a low cut and a high cut for the input. And then we'll take a look at the noise. Shall we just start? Oh, it was a Facebook message. Yeah, I saw part of it and was like, that looks hot, whatever it is. So we've got these little sections here. And the first one is noise. And normally when I would turn this up, so let's make sure, oh, I've got no sound. Here we go. So let's turn these down. Already I love it. I love it. All right, so let's turn up our noise here. And straight away, you're going to get exactly what you wanted, some noise. Next to it, over here, we have the electrical button. And this is to create hum or whine. So if you go to the left, it'll create some hum. Let's do that. Music to my ears. But if we take this to the extreme right, you'll get a whine. And what's really nice, both of these buttons, these knobs, are connected to this knob up here, the color knob. And if I start moving this, it messes with both of them. So it'll change the tone of the noise. Let's just have the noise here. Let's turn the noise down and go back to the electrical whine. All right, and we'll turn it over to the hum now. So you've got total control of so it's the pitch of the noise and the electrical, either hum or the whine. You also have this one down here, which is called the crackle. What I'm going to do is I forgot to do this. Let's just add a barricade in here. It's a really good idea, folks, to add in, trust me on this, something to just make sure we don't get a little bit too loud. Good to have a limiter in here, yeah? You want to have a limiter, perhaps. All right, just in case, because it can get a little bit rowdy, this thing. So we've got our crackle over here going on. Let's bring in some whine. Oh, there we go, and a little bit of noise. Now underneath each of these sections here, you have these random sliders. So here's these little random sliders. So if I turn this up, you're going to start to get more randomization in the crackle. Everything's just going to get a little bit more random, which is great because you're never going to hear the same thing over. I'm just going to pull this down a little bit over here just to make sure we don't get too loud because it could. But also, if you have sound inputting into this as well, we have a little ducking button. And if you turn this up, what this will do is it'll make these noises duck underneath the sound that is coming in to the MIDI effect. But we'll show you that a little bit later. So we've got our noise happening. The next section is our drive. And this is where it can get a little bit rowdy. So I'm going to take the volume over here and pull this right down. Yeah. Because we have our drive knob here. And you can see straight away, as soon as I turn that up, if that was up here, your eardrums just would have exploded. So we can drive this. It's not a distortion, it's more of a saturator, yeah? Look at that. And this drive button, and it also has a tone here. So you can hear that tone. And it also comes with 3 algorithms, type A, type B, and type C. So type C is probably a little darker, as you can hear. The volume's really pulled back. Type A's got some volume. And type A is kind of like a bit in the middle, yeah? Does sound like a vacuum, doesn't it? Let's change the whine, huh? Now it sounds like someone's steam cleaning. And again, you have the randomness of this drive. Man, that's crazy. So you can see how temperamental that drive button is. It's very temperamental, yeah? We'll give it a bit of randomness. So you can hear now the whine and the drive are randomizing. So we're already getting a bit of movement going on just with this noise. All right, our next section is the digital section, and this is our bit crusher. Shall we introduce a bit of bit crushing? Let's turn this drive down a bit. And we'll take down the randomization a little bit. Yeah. Let's bring this in. So we've got a bit crusher here. I see Gerbs here. Hey, Gerbs. So here's our bit crusher. You can totally destroy the sound. The reduce knob is how much crush there is in there. The definition of the crush. And my favorite knob is this one here, the glitch. If we turn up the glitch, things will start glitching out. Let's turn up the liveliness here. So now we're starting to get some real glitchy sounds happening. And we don't even have an LFO or anything controlling this. Wicked. All right, our last section over here is our tape section. So we can add some wow and flutter. We can change the rate of our flutter. And we have this unique button here which is called wear and tear. Yeah? So it creates dropouts so we can wear things down. Or we can go over, this side's more of a bassy kind of tone. And we've got a stereo widener here. So you can hear that widen out if you've got headphones on. So you're going to hear more dropouts, more confusion. Oh man. Is everyone having a good time? I am. I could just listen to this for hours on end. I'm sure you all couldn't. So we have a low cut here with our input and a high cut. And again, on the end of our mix, we have a low cut here. Sorry, that's our high cut. And we have a low cut. And our last button. Hello, Brad. I missed you. And Forrest. If I have missed you, I'm sorry. All right, our last. So I did forget to tell you, we've got an input volume here. Now, if we're just using the noise, this input doesn't really matter, yeah? Because we're not taking anything in at the moment, right? So that can go down to 0. This is your output. So this is where it can get a bit rowdy. And over here is our mix. So because we have no input, nothing else coming in at the moment, the mix is just the noise that we're processing over here, yeah? Wild. And if you like this preset, you can go in here, hit browse. I'm going to save this. How do I save? I don't even know how to save. Is it right? Right. Save as. I don't know where that saved. Did it save anywhere? It saved. Yes. Delightful sounds. I'm going to pull the volume down on this because that's wild. Okay, so now we got the understanding of how to create noise. Let's add something to it. Let's add an instrument to it. Let's add, I don't know, we'll add some drums. We'll add a hammerhead. So we've got drums coming through here. We need to bring up the input now. Let's remove some of the noise, yeah? And now, what we have coming in, we've still got the crackle over here. So here's our crackle. We'll take this out. So now we're just running the drive, the bit crusher, and the flutter. See you later, Jim. Let's take out all the drums, but it's still in there. Now we've just got the effect. And the drums are creating this, yeah? Take out some of this glitch. We'll add in some crackle. Bit of noise. Wicked stuff. All right. Let's keep this beat going and run through some presets, shall we? So as I said earlier, we have these MIDI processors. So the processors are what you would use for when you've got music or any kind of sound coming in. So this one's called a bass boost. And if we turn it off, you can hear what it's doing to it. Let's turn it back on. It really gives you that sound like you're hearing music through someone's wall. We got a car stereo. Yeah, there's that hum. Turn off your phone. We're getting interference, dickhead. Just make sure my volume's down. I don't want to blow your eardrums out. We've got a limiter on here, so we should be good. This is a cheap vinyl. And you can hear on here, there's some flutter, some wow and flutter coming through. We'll add a bit more flutter to that and some stereo. What about some glitch? Put some of this liveliness in here. All right, what's next in the list? The club bathroom. Beautiful. It sounds exactly like being in a toilet, reapplying makeup and hearing the shitty music outside. Crunchy digital. Shall we crush this shit to bits? Let's do it. Whoa! Circuit bender. Man! This is glitchy business. So we've got a bit of noise in here. Let's add a bit of whine in there. Turn it down just in case the next... I love the randomness of these little Liveliness speakers are just fantastic levels, because you don't know what's going to happen, yeah? It just gives you these random defects and stuff. It's really nice. Wicked. What we're up to. So this is MP3 gone terribly wrong. And this is just an MP3 gone wrong. So it's just got that whine in there, little whine happening, little whine and dine. So it's got some wow. It's got some wow there. A little bit of bit crush in there. We've got an old hi-fi deck. I mean, putting this through speakers as well would be really rad. We'll try that. Bit of subtle tube drive. So remember, you can use this stuff subtly. We've just got a little bit of drive in this one. A little bit of wow over here. So a bit of tape distortion. We've got some tape presets. Tape 2. An 1879 telephone. Some vinyl tribes. And one of my favorites, the vocal digitizer. We're going to show you some vocals soon in a minute. You should see what it does to vocals. Wow. We can bring in a little bit of the mix. Add some glitch. Bit of crackle. And let's just go for total destruction. Let me turn this down. There you go. Total ass destruction. Okay, let's run through some of the other presets. So these are just noise generations, yeah? So we're at our FX generators. And check these out. These are wonderful. So just, if you want to start something off, making some kind of noisy project, here it is. Listen to this beautiful one. This is called Analog Transmission. I mean, let's add quickly something like a replicant to it. And start really glitching it the fuck out. So what else do we have? Some creepy ambience. Yeah, trust me, what Thomas said here, if you're going to buy this, which I recommend you should if you're into creating, lo-fi, crazy stuff, make sure you got a limiter, because there's no built-in limiter. That would have been a really nice inclusion to have a limiter in here. But yeah, save your speakers, save your hearing, because the first time I loaded it up, I turned up the drive and wow, I'm surprised I can even hear again. All right, so this is Crystal Corruption. We've got Crystal Popcorn. It does sound like popcorn, doesn't it? Got Digital Chirps. And the other thing you'll notice here, when we're using the effects generators, right, as we're clicking through these presets, you'll notice the input slider is being automatically turned down for each of these. Right, so if I wanted to include any sound with this as well, and you just say you put the drums back in, and you're like, hang on a minute, why is there no sound? You have to remember with any of these effects generator presets, the volume has been put down. So you'd have to turn it back up. Okay, so we've got distant rumbling. I mean, for creating effects for even like film scores, or if you're creating like a, you know, imagine this, a scene, you've got a little scene in a movie where there's been a nuclear destruction. Perfect tone just to put in there. Here it's ready-made. Distant rumbling. Bang. Emergency channel. I love this one. A Geiger radio. We've got a haunted house. This one's brought our drums back in. Our heli computer. A musical modem. A nice noise-generated rainstorm. We've got some radio transmissions. And they're all your presets, right? Where these get really cool is, so we've had a look at using sound into it. We've had a look at using just noise generation, but also you could and can use these as musical instruments. Let me give you an idea how. Now, I'm not going to be good at this. I got this idea from watching Jakob Hack's video. Why not, if you haven't seen that, it's really good. Go and check it out. Because we can add an LFO to this. So I'm going to add a MIDI channel over here. And we'll move this over here. And you can add an LFO to control some of these tones. I'm going to use MLFO. Because MLFO is wicked. You've got 16 LFOs you can send wherever you like, right? And the way we do this, let me just turn down the sound here. So we've got MFLO installed as a MIDI processor. So a MIDI processor doesn't make any noise; it just sends data. Yeah, and I'm going to go into to our artifacts and into our processors here. Yeah, and up the top, I'm going to choose MLFO, and I'm going to choose yeah, we'll just do there. Boom. Hang on. Am I in the right place? Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. So we're good there. We've got MFLO. Oh, do the right thing. What am I doing? What am I? What are you doing, dickhead? Let's go in here. We want to choose that thing. I'm doing this all wrong today, man. And now that I've got it connected up here, so I've got it connected up here, I want to make an LFO connect to one of these buttons. Right, so we've got, let's just clear this. Here we go. So I want to make something move along here. Like this color knob. So we're going to go into here and look for lo-fi and look for the color knob. There it is. And I'm going to turn it on. And what am I going to do? We'll go in here. We'll choose. I'm going to set this to 13. So this is now seeking information from MLFO. I'm going to go in here and we'll choose this. I'm going to choose a CC channel of 13 here. So this will be our output. And now we have this waveform. You can see the knob spinning, yeah? So this is where we can get creative and try and create some instruments with this thing. What I'm going to do is maybe slow this down a bit. What's really cool about MLFO is you can draw in your own shapes. Hey, what's going on, DOA? So let's slow this down a little bit. And we'll change the LFO. We won't make it this slow. Now I'm going to pick a different pattern here. All right, so we've chosen this ramp. So now we're starting to create a beat. Let's change the tone of this noise. There we go. So you see where I'm heading with this? We're starting to make a beat. Let's add some crackle into it. Let a bit of drive. Now, what I also want to do is I want to make sure, because we've got this color knob now controlled by the LFO, let's go in and fix the output here, because what's going on is we've got the noise still playing. So follow me on this. I'm going to go in here, choose lo-fi. We're going to go to our mix and set the same LFO to 13. Let's just take out this drum. Now we fully have a beat going on. Let's add another one in here. See if we can maybe create a snare. Oh, and it's got that randomness happening as well too. So it's glitching out a little bit. Let's create another one over here. I love that. We've got artifacts here. And what's great about MLFO, we've got multiple LFOs we can make. Nothing like a farty beat, absolutely. So let's jump over to number 2 and we'll turn this on. And we'll make this CC 15. CC 15. And we'll attach this to the same 2 places. The color on, we'll choose 15 for this one. And we'll set the mix to 15 as well. And let's create some noise with this now. And what's really cool about MLFO as well is you can draw in your own things. So let's pick this. And we can edit this and put in our own points. So let's add a point. Let's add another point. Wicked. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we want to mess with this a little bit more. So you see where I'm going though, yeah? So we're starting to build a rhythm. You can do this with synths, whatever you want. Let's add something else in here. Let's just add like noises. Now remember also, you can just create so let's bring some synth in here. I'm gonna bring in like a scalar. And let's turn that down a bit. And we'll bring in, what did we look at yesterday? TGX. And we'll pick a synth out of here from this wonderful Yamaha SY85 recreation. And we'll just come up with some notes. We only need a couple of notes. I don't know, what do we do, an F? F minor? See if we can find that note. What is it? So it's an A. There we go. So we've got some notes in here. This is going to be cool. We'll set these beats to like about 4. Let's door sync it. But let's screw with the synth now. We'll get some glitchiness. We'll get some flutter in there and stuff. But we need some vocals. Of course we do. So I'm going to solo all that for a second and let's show you what it does to vocals because this is fun. I'll bring in artifacts here. Let me get this vocal happening. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so let's add a little bit of just a bit of this. Hello, hello, hello. Little bit of bit crushing in here. Let's add some glitchiness to. Now, this is something I've seen happen. I don't know if there's a fix in the works for this, but you can see we've got a bad signal here. Some node in this channel is producing an invalid signal. So I've seen a few people come up with this issue. So I'm suspecting it will be sorted. There we go. What do we have? Artifacts. So I have seen a few people saying it's happening. Let's try again. Hello, 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 hello. Let's add some dropouts in here. Oh. Hello. 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 Yeah, man. Hello. Hello. Yes. Hello. 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 I love that. It's glitching the fuck out. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Oh my God, oh no, oh shit, we get some glitchiness happening here. Ah, hello, hello, hello. Hello? Hello? Oh my God. Whoa, what's happening? So yeah. Wicked, wicked fun. So instrument, FX processor, and effect unit. This thing has it all. It's really, really cool. It's $7, and I do recommend heading over and checking out Jakob Hack's video because he goes into detail on how he made instruments. He made a whole song just with using no external instruments coming in, just using the noise generation, which is really cool. I love even when you stop it. Really wicked stuff. I'm going to save this just for the sake of it, because you never know when you need some noise. Go on. Good stuff. So there we go. That is Artifacts. It is AUV3. As I said, it is $6.99, and it is currently only available for iPad, I do believe. I have a feeling it is coming for iPhone. It may be in an update, but as it stands, it only is running on iPad. And this is not something you can get on your regular desktop or anything like that. It's an iOS only app. Yes, indeed. All right, well, I hope you got some valuable information out of this tutorial and you understand how to use it a little bit more and how can make an informed decision on if you want to get this app, because, apps aren't Pokemon. You don't need them all. We may want them all, but you don't need to catch them all. Only the ones that work best for you. What is coming up tomorrow on the show? We are hopefully, fingers crossed, because I had a look and one of these apps hasn't been released yet. So we're supposed to be looking at both of these verbs tomorrow. We could only be looking at one. Who knows? I haven't seen it on the App Store yet, so I was told it would be out a couple of days ago, but it's not. So there's that. And then we have an awesome interview coming up for the end of this week, which is with Leroy's musical journey. He's an Australian artist, multi-instrumentalist, does some great covers and originals, and he's always got an awesome cup in his hand. So we'll both be here with our cups talking music. And also on the weekend, I'll be kicking off a Friday show because I don't need a day off. It is what it is. And so that'll be a surprise for you. And on Saturday evening, US UK time, we will be continuing with the community covers wheel number 4 and rounding out the last few songs that I have, the last 8 songs that I have on the list to perform for you. Next week, we got some really good apps as well coming up. All right, I will get out of your hair today for the day. You can go and have a Golden Gay Time, my favourite ice cream here in Australia. Yes, that is me holding my favourite ice cream here in Australia called the Golden Gay Time. We are the only country in the world that is homophobic as fuck, but our most popular ice cream is called a Golden Gay Time. Go figure. It's a weird and wonderful world, isn't it? All right, I've been Jade. This has been How to App on iOS. You've been listening to the amazing sounds of Artifacts. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we all rise together, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
We'll all rise together. 'Cause you
No,
make
no, no,
me
no, no,
shine
stop.
better.
Stop the music. I'm glad I didn't forget. You like a good false ending? I love a good false ending because I forgot our featured artist. And I can't have that. I'm not going out like that. It ain't going out like that, motherfucker. Because Maze End Music, my friend, has just dropped a brand new song. He hasn't dropped a song for a little while, and we got to play it. Man, I'm so forgetful. Mayhem Music. This is a brand new track called Ink. So let's play it right now. It is wicked. And hit the like, do the subscribe, do all that stuff. Please, it always helps. Let's do it now. This is Mayhem Music Lab and Ink. See you tomorrow.
Your mind is dark. I like the way you think. Tell me another one, but first I need a drink. Your heart is cold. I can feel it from here. With the vibe that you're giving off, you're not making it clear. Dragging me down, we're starting to sing. Things are getting murky and dark, dark as ink. Your mind is dark. I like the way you think. Tell me another one, but first I need a drink. Your heart is cold. I can feel it from here. With the vibe that you're giving off, you're not making it clear. Dragging me down, we're starting to sing. Things are getting murky and dark, dark as ink. Isn't it? Isn't it? Things are getting murky. Isn't it? Things are getting murky and dark, dark as ink.
We'll all rise together.
This time I'm going, bye.
'cause you make me shine better.